Alright, so we've got some, welcome to the video, vegans. This is Bitcoin Cat and Durianrider, and we have the Canyon. This is what you want to watch before you buy a Canyon bike. A lot of people are buying Canyon bikes online, and they not really know what they're getting themselves into. So this is an important video to watch before you buy yourself a Canyon bike. Now, this is the Australian website here. You got to work out what sort of bike do you want to get. Alright, so let's say I want to get a road bike. I've got a factory outlet. Everyone loves a bargain. Let's go check it out. So we've got a few different options here. You have the Air Road, the Ultimate CF, and Enduro. So if you're looking at a giant bike, this would be like a Propel, this would be like a TCR, and this would be like a Defy. If you're looking at the Trek, this would be like the Madone, this would be like the Amonda, and this would be like your Domane. And I've got a laughing girl in the background here. This is really, really distracting. I might have to just get her out on a bike and send her off for a 200k ride. If she doesn't persist to have silence in the studio, please. Alright, so let's go to the Air Road. What's the deal with the Air Road? Are they just doing disc brakes now? Let's go check it out. We've got some slow Wi-Fi here in Adelaide, Australia. First world problem. And we've got the men's bike. So we've got a lot of discs going on here. Well, this is new, isn't it? It's like a Cervelo. I haven't seen this before. This must be the new Air Road. Is that a fairing or is that actually the frame? So do they do a standard one? Oh wow, this is a new Air Road. So these prices are Aussie, and they may not reflect your local currency. Well, I haven't seen that Air Road design before. It looks like it's got direct mount brakes. Anyway, I'm sort of digressing. I could be on this website for hours, couldn't I? What I want to let you know is what sort of bike do you want? What sort of bike do you want? You know, I do like the Canyon design, the colors. I don't like this one-piece handlebar setup, because I've ridden it before, and you either love it or you hate it. It's like me. It's like Durianrider. You love me or you hate me. There's not much neutrality going on. So I don't like this shape. So you could rip it off and put a standard setup on there. That's one thing. If I had to change these bikes, it would be those bars. I do not dig them. Everything else I dig. I dig the fact that they put Continental GP4000 tires in. I dig that they're running full Shimano setups. I dig the direct mount brake setups. It looks like direct mount, doesn't it? Let's have a look at that. I dig that. I dig the German precision. I dig the Asian made product. So is that direct mount? Oh, that looks like a direct mount. That's a direct mount, motherfucker, right there. Direct mounts. And I like direct mount. Direct mount is more power, maybe a little bit less weight, but you got more power and you got better tire clearance. It's just fantastic. Direct mount is where it's at. If Giant did a TCR with direct mount, I'd be getting hard for that. I'd be getting hard membered. So you got your frame set, disc brake. You know, what do you want? What do you want in a bike? What do you want in a bike? If you want to run carbon wheels and you want to run descents, you probably want to run disc brakes. You know, so that's your Air Road. What bike would I get? I would get one of these bad boys. If I was going to get a Canyon, I would probably go. This bad boy here, Endurance CF. You know, one of these ones. Let's have a look what we've got here. What have we got? Di2. Not bad, the Di2. Tire clearance, I like tire clearance. And so you just got to ask yourself, what sort of ride you want to do? You know, I wouldn't recommend buying an Air Road if you want something a little bit more comfortable, you know. And the Enduro race, you could race that in crits as well. It depends. But if you want an aero looking bike, then you wouldn't want to get an Enduro race. So it depends what you like. But the Aero can handle some big tires in there as well. I do like the DT Swiss. I do like these product, man. This is Durianrider spec. It's got a standard bar and stem combo. It's got compact bars on there. It's got a compact crank set. It looks like it's got a 34 cassette on there maybe. It's got a long cage derailleur on there. So that we dig. I dig that. Now what's going on here? Full screen. Let's dig it up. Yeah, this is a good looking bike. I like that. The one thing I don't like about the Canyon product would probably be the warranty is relatively short. I could be wrong, but I think it's 6 years. It's 6 years. So again, with carbon, you can fix it. You can fix carbon frame if you do crack it. So that's not too much an issue. A couple of €100, depends where you are, you can fix it. My friend in Thailand did crack his Endurace disc bike, and they were going to help him out, but there's a lot of dicking around. So he just got a local guy to fix it. You know, maybe $100, got it fixed, carbon wrapped up on the bottom bracket, good as new. So I do like these DT Swiss wheels. DT Swiss make a good product. We know that. You got your Shimano Ultegra, a full Ultegra. It's not a direct mount on there, so that loses points to me. But otherwise, it's pretty good. That seat post, I have noticed a little bit of slop in those, but again, that could just be one Who knows? You can always change your seat post, pretty simple. If you don't like it, those seat, I do not like them. I find them shocking. But again, that's personal preference. So this is definitely a bike I could ride. This would be an indie pack bike. This would be a race bike, a climbing bike, etc., etc. Let's have a look at the specs here. It's a new Ultegra, a new DT Swiss. I do like those tires, and that's really good that they spec it out with some legit tires out of the box. What sort of 7.5 kilo they claim, but as we know, that could vary a lot. Cassette doesn't really say what. It's a 32 cassette. I mean, I would put a 34 on there personally. It's got a 34 on the front. It's got the long cage derailleur, but hey, that's just Durianrider spec, isn't it? It's Durianrider spec. You can always change it later on. I do believe that the Canyon bikes, if you're going to do climbing on them, I recommend a 50-34 on the front. So I'm not sure if you can change that, but the Endurace, that's my pick. If I was just going to walk down there off the street and buy a Canyon bike, this is what I'd grab. Just out of the box, ready to roll. The bars, you can adjust the angle. You got your Ultegra group set, Di2, I know that works. And let's see what else they got in the bargain bin. Let's have a look here. So we've got another Ultegra. This is a mechanical Ultegra for 2.6. So they're pretty good value. They're pretty good value for what they are. Color wise, I would like a high vis color. Let's have a look at the other option I'd go with, and that would be the Ultimate CF SL. The CF SL. Let's have a look at that. So we've got the disc. I am a fan of disc brake bikes, but I'm also not really a fan. It's not that necessary. Depends what sort of riding you're doing. Wow, it looks like they're all disc. No, they're not. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong again. So we've got SRAM Red E-Tap. I do rate the E-Tap. I don't rate Mavic wheels, so I'd give that bike a miss. DT Swiss for me. Mavic, I'm not a fan. Wow, that's a nice colour, isn't it? That's a nice colour. That's a women's one. Trust me to pick the women's one. Is there a difference in geometry? I don't know. Maybe the sizing, but a nice looking colour. It's a nice looking colour. This is a nice bike as well. So this would be more like your TCR style. So I could go one of these. I'm not sure the tyre clearance on the Ultimate CF this year's model. I haven't seen it. What's it getting spec'd with? Look at the specs. So it does have a standard compact crank on there, so it's a 5236. So I'd be changing it. Now again, depends where you live. If you live in Florida, it's going to be fine for you. If you live in Adelaide, I'll be running a 5034, which is pretty easy. You can just, as soon as you get that bike delivered, just take it out of the box and have some chain rings to bolt back on there, and just sell those chain rings on Gumtree or whatever. So I would be so you got seat posts, a bit of options there in terms of flexibility. The PR 1600 wheels not too bad. Ultegra works well. What else we got here? So yeah, the new Ultegra works good. I've got a set of that. It does work well. So there you go. That is the Ultimate CF, a great value bike, 3.3 in Australia. Pretty good deal. Let's see what else we got. We've got Triathlon Road. Let's go to the factory outlet. Let's cut to the chase. 12 days at Christmas. See what they've got in the deals. Maybe I might buy a bike while I'm here. Bitcoin, baby. Bitcoin's going insane. The Bitcoin is going insane. So I've got some deals on here. As soon as I see Mavic wheels, I'm like, next. I'm not a fan of Mavic wheels. I just blew out my serum the other day. The rim, I'm just not a fan. For me, it's DT Swiss. Big fan of DT Swiss. Even Spinergy do some good wheels as well. So I'm looking. Straight away I see the fixed headset. I'm like, next. I see the fixed headset. I'm like, next. Nice colour though. And it looks good. I just don't like it when I've ridden it. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. What's this funky looking thing? In flight. What is that? It's like a CX bike or something. That's nice, isn't it? So I like that. That appeals to my eye. 3.1. 3.1. Size medium. Mavic wheels are the ones I've got. The ones I'll chew up. What else we got here? $3,000. Aluminium arrow. Okay. Not bad. And again, carbon clinches. If you're going to get carbon clinches, understand that the braking surface isn't that flash compared to carbon. What's this one? Aluminium with E-Tap. Interesting. 3.9, $4,000. That's pretty good. So This one here is some deals going on, isn't there? Some deals going on here. Ultegra bike with the DT Swiss wheel. That's a good deal there. That's a good deal. Ultimate CF. Interesting. There's quite a so there is some deals in the close. It depends what you want. Again, this video is to help people who are looking at bikes in the market. First of all, it's easy to get confused. Don't go, wow, so that's a bargain, that's a bargain, that's a bargain. But is it the bike for you? Is it going to meet? Is it going to meet the needs you have for that bike, for what sort of style of riding you're doing? I do have a bike buyer's guide. I'll link it down below if I do remember. Get a copy of that. It's called Durianriders Anybody Bible. It's the best bike buyer's guide in the market, and talk about what bike to get, why, and what sort of riding you're going to do. So don't go for a deal. Don't go for a deal. Go for what is going to work for your needs. So it's going to work for your needs. So they've got a lot of options here. So you want to spend a few days, even maybe a week, or at least a week, of doing your homework on a bike and find out what you like. Find out what you like. That's not a bad colour. Snows in the flesh looks pretty good. But yeah, for me, the bike that appeals to me the most would be that that Ultegra bike, one like this, something like that. Endurace Ultegra works well. Even got this one, Endurace. Wow, that's a good deal. 2.7. Some Mavic wheels. No Mavic wheels like DT Swiss. I've got a Mavic allergy. A Mavic allergy. DT Swiss, no worries. Mavic, I get nausea. I've been using Mavic product for 20 years, and they still haven't fucking got it right. I think Mavic make the best looking wheels out there. They're looking fantastic. But man, the quality. The freewheel hubs, the spokes seizing up, the rims exploding. I just don't know what's going on there. There's a lot of bikes in the closeout, isn't there? There's a lot of deals. The E-Tap, I'm a fan of the E-Tap. So yeah, there's depends what sort of options you want. There's some good deals going out there. I'm not sure how long the shipping takes, but yeah, again, so what sort of bike do you want? What sort of riding you want to do? The Endurace is good all day comfort bike, but still very, very lively. And so keep it in mind whatever you want to get. Wow, it's got the new Durace Di2. No, not Di2, just new Durace. That's a good deal. $7 grand. Some good options out there. For Indy Pack, if I was going to do a bike for Indy Pack, I would just go the non-disc option and just a standard Ultegra or maybe Durace, even E-Tap, just caliper mount brake. So there you go. That's my thoughts, comments, and criticisms. That new Aero looks interesting, and look at those Mavic wheels. They look alright, but I can't get over the Mavic branding. This one's got lightweights on it. 17 grand. What's this? The Ultimate CF Evo 10-point limited edition. 17 G. It's got the lightweights. Got claviculars on there. Almost looks like an SRM on there, maybe. Some deals. But have you got a Canyon bike? What are your thoughts down below? And let us know down below what's been your experiences with customer service, etc. I've been hearing good things. I haven't really heard too much negativity from my friends who own Canyon bike after getting it because of my recommendation. But that's a good deal. 3.5 G's. Interesting colours. Anyway, I could ramble on about bikes all day and night. Have any comments and questions down below? Hit us up. If you're in Deutschland, have you been to the Canyon factory, the Canyon warehouse? Hit me up. It's a 15-minute video on Canyon. So hopefully if you've watched this video before you bought a Canyon, you've been a bit more up to speed of what you actually want from a Canyon. Do you want comfort? Do you want more aero? Do you want more racy? Do you want it super lightweight? Do you want to deal with the Mavic wheel problem? Hopefully you got some better clarity right now. So conclusion, my pick of the Canyon bikes would be the Endurace with a non-disc, just with a standard caliper brake and some sort of DT Swiss wheel set. That would be my pick. And just a standard bar stem combination, something that's easy to adjust for those long rides. You can get that hand position dialed. Even a long race like Indy Pack, your hand position can change. You may need to undo your Allen key bolts and just change the levers up or down, etc. So that'd be my pick. An Endurace with the Ultegra or 105, or maybe Durace, depends on what your budget was, with the mechanical, or DO2 with a DT Swiss wheel set and a standard bar stem combo. Even the alloy ones are good as well. I've ridden those as well. Depends what your budget is. Don't be scared of alloy. Alloy is still a legit bike.